Hello, my name is Dr. Shambles, and today we have a different video. I don't know if this is gonna be a short video or a long video. It's probably gonna be long because I do like the app about Decklist. But yeah, today we are here on the One Piece top decks. In case you don't know, this is a very good website that you can come to look at winning deck lists. How is the meta being played? How is it looking? So on and so forth. And I decided to come here to the East version of the website. If you don't know, the website pretty much has a two, let's say the two regions, which are Japan and the West, and so usually you can see once the decks drop in the West, and you see how the meta evolves in the West. And because it usually used to drop first, we're gonna have the global release soon. Then Japan would usually get first, and we could use the Japan version to look at how the meta is evolving there, since they get it first and didn't test it first. And today I decided to come here and look if they already have some purple Katakuri top decks, if anybody has won anything. And we actually have some. And today this video is gonna be pretty simple. We are going to be looking at the top decks and see what they are doing, and maybe I'll update my own deck list again to see if these guys were, were right or wrong, if I do agree with their deck list, if I don't agree with their deck list. So this is probably like kind of a two-part video. I'm gonna be looking at all of the deck lists first, and then I'm gonna be making another video once I updated the deck list, if I update the deck list. So yeah, let's get to the first ever deck list. Here we are. This one should be very trustworthy because he went 8-0. This is Yuzuha. And as you guys can see, he's playing somewhat weird. When I first look at this, it was weird. There'll be some very constant, very core pieces in each deck that we're going to see. But this guy was not playing the Search event, was not playing Divine Departure. He was playing 4 Marmoragons, 4 Perospero, and 4 Charlotte Cracker. Also, I am playing the Blocker Pudding, but almost everybody, by the way, spoiler alert, is playing Uzohashi. I don't really agree with Uzohashi by what I'm seeing, to be honest. Because, I don't know, like, the 3 Dawn from Uzohashi doesn't seem like you need it to rest the blocker, I don't know, maybe there are much more situations that I can think of and they're using it right and I'm just not. But yeah, the man himself is not using the search event. We're going to claim the One Piece. He's using 2 Charlotte Lilies 9 cost like me, and 4 10 cost Charlotte Liling like me. Spoiler alert, this is pretty constant here, so I guess I was pretty right about the Liling. Another thing is, he's playing 2 of the 2 cost kata. This is also something that we're going to be seeing along the video a lot. So maybe I'll reduce it. I don't know. There has been a lot of matches where I miss him, but I guess it's fine because he's playing Perospero and he's playing Charlotte Cracker, so he's playing a lot. He's playing a lot of cards. Charlotte Cracker, it's very popular actually. I don't know how good this card actually is, because he adds 1 Rested Dawn, and then like I can't play this with this, right? Yeah, if he was 6k maybe, but he's not. I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? Like, he's just playing like 4 of each and is not playing the search event. It seems like not playing the search event will destroy the consistency of the strategy. He's also not playing 12 2Ks. I am playing 12 2Ks, but at least 2 of those 2Ks is Daifuku. Daifuku, I think, is just really good. Like, I do agree with this. Like, if you don't want to play Daifuku at 4 like me and you want to play Perospero, you play 2. I think that should be enough, you know. You're playing Perospero adds a cycle. It should be enough, okay? So yeah, this was the first deck list. The rest is pretty standard. The things that we need to look at here is he's not playing the search event, and he's playing the 4 of each Cracker and Perospero. This could be very interesting. But yeah. Next deck list. This is from Mikan. He went 5-0, also very trustworthy then, I guess. And he, once again, we can see here the Cracker at 4. Now, how many 2Ks is he playing? He's playing 4, 4. So he's playing the 12 2Ks here. He's also playing 4 search events. I'm liking this decklist already. Playing every single searcher, playing the Katakuri. Also playing a Cracker at 4 and not Perospero. What is that he has different than me, to be honest, to have this space here? I'm thinking, by the way. Uzohashi, I know it's because of pudding. Oh, I know what he's doing. He's not playing the 3-cost pudding. He's playing the Charlotte Cracker and Charlotte Katakuri. Okay, so the 3-cost pudding is not here, but Cracker is. This could be very interesting. I don't know why people are really loving Cracker. I love Cracker as a character, by the way, so I wouldn't mind playing with him just to see, you know, if he's actually good. So I might try. This deck list caught my eye, not gonna lie. I might try this, something like this at least. Yeah, like 2 Divine Departures, 4 Mamoragans looks very good. I'm playing 3, but this is because I'm playing 3 Charlotte Categories. So yeah. Also, I don't know if I talked about this in the last gameplay video. I was thinking about either reducing Divine Departure or reducing Katakuri for a 4th Mamoragan. I don't advise you, if you're a new player and you're thinking about buying the decks of this category, to buy Mamoragan. I think the deck does fine without Mamoragan, but I would be lying if I said it's not like a very big buff. Like, it's insanely good. It's an insane good buff to have Mamoragan. So yeah, but I understand it's very expensive. Also, I think Uzohashi is somewhat expensive. I think Blocker Pudding will do the trick. I don't even think I'm gonna add Uzohashi to my deck. I'm gonna keep playing the Blocker Pudding. But this looks very interesting. And once again, Daifuku over here to add consistency to the 7-cost Pudding. I think playing at least 2 is the way to go. The rest, if you want to play Perospero, that's fine by me, because Perospero adds cycle, and I understand that. And I think that is especially true if you're playing 2 categories, which is 2 cost categories, which I think is the it's the motto here. It's the normal. So I'm gonna try playing 2 cost category. I'm not gonna lie, playing 3, even playing him at 3, sometimes I miss him. But yeah, we can try and see. Also, it looks very fun to play Cracker. Like, I think I've answered this in a comment when in my video, or even said in my video, when I was making speculations and designing my own cards, that when I was trying to guess what was coming in this starter deck, and I said that I really wanted a strong Cracker because I really love Cracker as a character and I wanted him to be here. So we could play Cracker instead of the 3-cost building. I don't know how good that would work, but the truth is, if you you don't necessarily need the 3-cost pudding at 3 to play it. Usually you are very fine at playing just searchers. And then on the 5-down turn, this is when you want to play the 5-cost category. That is much more needed than the 3-cost pudding. So yeah, I can see this working, actually. Let's go to the next deck list. Okay, this one is a bit different. So he's playing 12 2Ks, this time no Daifuku. He's playing with Baron Tamago and Peckhams. That is fine. It does have... I just know, by the way, I've been looking at this card for I don't know how many weeks straight because, you know, I've been doing Purple Kata content. I just noticed that it's when attacking -1 Dawn. That this -1 Dawn can be very annoying, but whatever. The effect is good, by the way, because you destroy a 2K base power or original power or less, and your 10 cost ceiling makes so that any one of your opponent's characters become original power becomes 0 during the turn. So if you don't have Mamoragan on the field, but you somehow manage to play Pickums, Tamago in Pickums, you can just play her, swing and KO them, and that should be nice. But I found that using 3 Dawn to play them and leave them on the field, it's somewhat annoying, to be honest. But if you want to do it, that is fine. Again, it is a very viable deck. Cards. Uzahashi here once again. I don't know, man. I'm seeing so many people playing Uzahashi, but I really like... After testing, I just don't see that much use of Uzahashi, you know? But I don't know. I might be wrong. Because your first instinct is to play Uzahashi simply because he's one of the best 2Ks in the game. But I don't know if this deck has that much synergy, but we can add them back. Again, this Uzahashi and Blocker Pudding 2Ks are like so whatever, you know, like you can play either of them because like 80% of the time they'll just be 2Ks. The idea behind the Blocker Pudding is I have an extra defense too, and the 2K is searchable, so in case I like get Pudding and Pudding does not search like 5 cost kata or 8 cost kata, whatever I'm searching for that turn, I can always grab like an extra 2K, so at least I have some counter to keep me alive. But yeah, here now we have 12 2Ks, we have 12 2Ks, 12 searchers, just like normal, we have 4 Mamoragan, and we don't have Divine Departure. That Divine Departure is being used for the Charlotte Cracker and for Perspero. So I played 2 Divine Departures. Those 2 Divine Departures in my deck list, let's imagine it's to play Cracker, and he's not playing the 9 cost Lilling to play Perspero. That is fine. I think the most normal here is to see the 9 cost Lilling being played. This is also fine. I guess I'm gonna play... I think I can make space for 2 Crackers. I wouldn't play 4, but 2 Crackers seems fine, you know? Because this is like a... kind of Big Mom Pirates budget version of Bonclay, you know? Yeah, kinda. Yeah, kinda. You know, he's 4 cost, 5k, it's pretty good. I can make space for 2 if I really want to. And we'll see. I'll try it. I can try 2. But yeah, so the normal I'm seeing here and what I think I need to update in my deck is 2 cost category. I'm gonna go to 2 copies, I guess. I'm gonna try to make the 4 Mamoragan. I'm gonna see about the Divine Departure. I think Divine Departure does come in clutch, but I've talked about this in my last 3 videos. There are many times where I have Divine Departure in my hand and for some reason I just don't use it. Like, my brain, because I'm so used to play like NL many times, and Purple NL, I abuse the main effects of the events, like in mirror matches and everything. I just forget that Divine Departure sometimes is a counter event that I should use as a counter event. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll see. It might work better for me, you know. But yeah, Perspero is a good card. The problem is he's a brick also. He's a very strong card. You can play him with the Pudding, especially you are not playing, he's not playing Daifuku, so it makes extra sense for him to play extra 2 Persperos here to make sure that Pudding whiffs as less as possible. Yeah, as least as possible. Sorry, my English is kind of messed up. So it does make sense here, but I would take Peckham's. Peckham's would be for Daifuku. This gets extra consistency now, and maybe you can remove Perspero for the 9 cost Lilling. 9 cost Lilling is somewhat norm here, so yeah. Next deck list, here we are. Now this deck list is all over the place. This is one of the older deck lists, and that's why I wanted to bring it, because I think this is somewhat outdated. Northern Beam Sword, I'm not saying Northern Beam Sword is outdated. It still is a very good, strong card. If you want to play it, obviously do. He's not playing Perspero, so having those 2 done up in mid game is kind of hard, but on late game you should be fine. The thing that I don't agree here is with Hakai. Hakai is good into too much of a specific matchup. And it takes a whole turn. Like, even if you play Ragnarok or Cognac, whatever you play, it just takes you a whole turn. And the amount of board you spam should be enough to take away board if you want to, instead of using 6 stone. It should be enough. Worst case scenario, those dons that you are attaching do not actually remove them, but they do dry up your opponent's hand. So this is not that needed, you know. I really don't agree with this. Once again, let's look at the 2Ks. So Uzashi is here once again, Charlotte Brule, and Daifuku. He's playing all of the searchers, 12 searchers as well. Daifuku will give more consistency to the pudding, so still normal to play Daifuku. Yeah, I think Daifuku needs to be priority over Perospero, simply because Perospero is a brick. I'm gonna go, after this deck list, I'm gonna go to another website, which is a gumgum.gg. Gumgum.gg, the only thing I like more than gumgum.gg is because it does show you, like, if you want to know prices of the cards, and if you want to know how much counter you have on average, and so on and so forth. But top deck usually is more reliable, because gumgum.gg usually has some deck lists that did win, but in very small stores, and it's just a lot of people uploading their decks. In here, it seems like there's somewhat of a more filter on those decks, so we know this actually, I don't know, he actually made it. I don't know how to say it. Both websites are very good. I actually use gumgum.gg more than this, by the way. But yeah, simply because it has more variety of deck lists, and I love seeing it. But yeah, I don't agree with Hakai, and obviously the Daifuku here is just because to have more counter. When you're playing Perospero, he's a brick, and yes, he has cycle, but it depends a lot on the matchup on the other side. By the way, there's a lot of cards that draw now, to be honest. In blue, very hard for you to look at the top and then cycle the card if you don't have the searcher pudding in the field, on the field. So yeah, but we're seeing here 3 Charlotte Cracker. I'm gonna have to add 2. I don't know. We're not seeing here the 3 cost pudding, so people are either playing 3 cost pudding or Cracker, I guess. That is the norm, or they're making space for both, but not playing the 9 cost lately. I could try, instead of the 3 cost pudding, to play Charlotte Cracker. That is fine. But I would... Well, actually, I'm thinking about only playing 2. I don't know. I'll see what I can do on my deck list. But yeah, this was the final deck list once again. 2 cost categories. So I guess I'm just gonna change. I'm gonna trust people's judgment on this and just play 2. Obviously, it shouldn't be priority, and it should be priority to find the 5 cost. But you don't know how many times. Like, I go first, I search the first 2 turns with all of the 4 done. First turn 1 done, second turn 3 done, and I still don't find this guy, and then later on the game, Charlotte Katakuri comes along, and I managed to just replace to him. But yeah, I guess we can trust, I'm gonna trust. Uzohashi, I really don't know if I'm gonna make the Uzohashi change. I really don't like to use, it doesn't really care, I don't really care about Uzohashi. It doesn't really matter if you're playing Pudding or Uzohashi. I guess Uzohashi adds more variety to the possible strategies you can go through, or possible ways that you can deal with your opponents. So I guess, I don't know, I tried him. There was very few times that I actually wanted to play him. Most of the time I rather leave him in hand to have 2Ks in hand, to have counters, so yeah. Oh, 3 cost Lily, I just noticed this. So he's not even playing 4 cost, so he doesn't have much of top end, he's just playing mid-range. Okay, that is fine. That is a way to go about the deck. Still, I wouldn't play Hakai in this. Divine Departure at 2 and Mammaragan at 4 again. So we're gonna have to. I'm gonna try and trust people and play 4 Mammaragan. Playing 3, by the way. It's been perfect. I really don't have a complaint. I think it works pretty well at 3, but I'm gonna play 4 just to see why people love it at 4 so much, maybe. Now let's go to the gumgum.gg decklist. Here we are, this is the first one. Now, we're already seeing some changes here. Just so you guys know, here is the price of the deck. We don't see the price of the new cards because they are not here on the West. Gumgum.gg adapts to the West. So you guys can see here the prices. for the cards that are already released. And as you guys can see, Mammaragan is like 90% of the cost here. So don't worry. I am gonna do a video about it, where I'm gonna make a video where I buy 2 starter decks, and then I'm gonna try to make a deck list out of just those starter decks and try to make it work. And then I tell you about some priority target cards to buy, and Mammaragan, I just don't think it's one of them. So yeah, let's just go over here. So here we have the percentage of chance that we're gonna hit something that these cards can actually see. And as you guys can see, 100%, 100%, 98.9%. So we whiff pretty much never with this deck. And counter, we have 0.9. Usually you want to make this at 1k, but oh no, this does take into account the 3k events and the 1k events. So yeah, we have 9k here. And usually you want to try and keep it at 1k. So we could try and change some of these things here. And I would advise you to, like, playing with less than 1k per card is, you're gonna feel it, you know. So things that change here. Not playing Parasparrow, not playing Daifuku, playing Barantamago and Peckhams, I will forget the name of the card. Not playing Uzohashi, playing Pudding, like me, okay? Well, I guess. Playing only 2 3-cost Pudding. I'm not gonna lie, if you're going to be playing 2 3-cost Pudding, I would just remove it, you know, and make space for something else. I think it would be a better use of the space. We have here 12 searches, 12 2k, so it should be normal. 1 Divine Departure, 4 Mamaragans, okay. And now we have here the 10 cost Doflamingo. 10 cost Doflamingo, in my opinion, before we had the new starter deck, was very good. Was the best card we had. I think I showed you guys a version that I was playing 3 of the 10 cost Dofi, but I think in my actual deck list I was playing 3 of him and 2 of the 9 cost Liling and not playing the 10 cost Rush Liling. I don't think with the starter deck you no longer need to play with him. He was very good, but it was because we didn't have nothing else. The synergy between him and this deck is very weird. I'm not saying it's bad. He actually supposedly got better because now he's -3 down. Don't hurt as much because we have the Katakuri here. So yeah, I would try. Also 2 is like very specific. I don't know, these ratios here are very specific and not consistent at all, so I don't know if you should even play it. I would maybe remove the 9 cost Lily since you're only playing 1 to play the 2 cost the 10 cost Doflamingo. Like, play 3 of him, so because this is also to either revive you a life and deal with mid-range decks, and Doflamingo is also to deal with mid-range decks, so might as well make him your main target for the mid-range decks, you know. And yeah, Pudding has only 2 targets here. I think having a 3rd is very needed for her. I would remove here the Pudding, to be honest. Parasparrow would hurt the deck because the deck is already down on counter. So maybe Daifuku? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. It looks weird, by the way. So I don't know if I should trust this or not. But hey, the man got a top. So maybe. Do I see the... Who did... Oh, there you go. San Maido's deck list. There you go. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff here, but, you know, he won, so we're not gonna criticize a lot more, you know. Also, here we have the cost curves. It should be normal. -1, -23, yeah, whatever. We don't really care about any of this, but the stats about the average counter and the hit is very needed. The Gum Tachi could add a hit of 7 cost Pudding, actually, like to the draw, and to see if the draw could get us a target, you know. I don't know. That could be fun. Just an idea. Let's go to the next deck list. Now, here we have... Oh, I think we already saw this deck list. unknowns decklist. I think this is decklist that we saw on the top deck. So we have here the 4 Cracker, 4 Perospero, 4 Mammaragan, 2 Daifuku here, so he's playing 10, 2Ks. Yeah, this was the decklist we already saw. Let me see this. Unknowns. Oh my god, this is all over the place. What the hell is this decklist? Okay, now this needed to have the spicy all over it. In case you don't know, Gum.gg has a symbol of spicy. When you're looking through the decks, you can find the icon of spicy, and you already know that the deck list is going to be very different than what people usually play. And this guy has it all over the place. I mean, what the hell am I looking at? This is all over the place. So, Pudding is gonna have a... Wait, what? Oh my god, this was before the starter. Well, then we're just gonna stop looking at it, okay? Let's just remove this, okay? My bad. Thank god I actually saw it. Thank god I actually saw it. But yeah, this was the video. I'm gonna make some changes. Maybe I'll upload it right at the end now, the updated deck list, to see what you guys think. But yeah, this is just for you guys to see what people were playing. I think it's fun to look at it. I'm gonna update my own deck lists in terms of what I just saw. Cracker, very popular card. Everybody was playing it, I believe. Yeah, everybody was playing it. Perospero, not so popular, but still popular. People were playing it, people were not playing. The community is still very divided on him. But Cracker, it was a surprise for me. Cracker was really a surprise. I guess Japan really is trying the Cracker, so I might try it. I might even try him besides Pudding, actually. But for now, I'm gonna try to make space for 2, at least. And yeah, Perospero, again, people, the community is divided, but there was a lot of people telling me in my comments to play Perospero. I did try to force them, and there was a video of me an update deck list video that I did where I said I was going to try with Perospero. It just did not work, so I am really against the Perospero. But people also don't like playing the Daifuku Vanilla. But, you know, I think it's the best way to have a counter. As you can see, the counter here, very small, even smaller than the other one. So yeah, and he's not even playing the starter event, and he still is very low on counter. So I'm gonna see this. I'm gonna update my deck list, and I'll post a little image of my deck list so you guys can see. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. Comment what you think of the deck list that you just saw. Do you believe Katakuri can be a top deck? I don't think he can be a top deck, but he can be like kind of middle B, maybe A tier for now. As at least until I test more matchups. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.